Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to the Ohio Patriot Education Network and to another gaming chat for the Walking Dead Survivors game. This is obviously not going to be a 2-hour chat this time around, or at least I don't hope it won't be. It'll probably be more like about a half hour or so or less. Just want to talk about a couple things right now. Give an update to what's going on game-wise right now. We have, I believe, just over a month right now left in current Season 5, which is obviously the Commonwealth. The one thing that does bother me about this one, though, is you would think that, honestly, when it comes to the different things, like I get, like, because it was basically like you got Com 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. But my thing is, I get that 21 was like rail yards and stuff, but you would think, like, there's actual known buildings in the Commonwealth, like, the actual, like, train station should have been a thing here as like maybe like a 24 or something like that, or even the actual Commonwealth as like a community, the Commonwealth community, or something where it would be like Pamela's Mansion maybe or something would have been like the actual final boss one is what it would be then for your building and stuff. But it wasn't. It was an amusement park, which is weird as fuck to me because it's like there was never amusement parks in the Commonwealth, at least as far as I'm aware of anyway. So it seems kind of stupid to have that be the final boss, basically, for the Com to take down. But, yeah, that's pretty much what we have to take down here in, like, I think it's like 10 days or something is what we got left currently before that opens up. But I did want to talk about some stuff here because I found out that last night's whole boss battle of the bases and stuff like that, where it basically was T10s versus T10s. And it's funny to me because the one guy came at me today or whatever, and I was like, I can't get into the base to build it or whatever because everybody else is taking it over already. Because we're supposed to have like a 10K maximum for most people that are T10 is what it is. And nobody's fucking paying attention to that shit. Like half the people are putting in sharpshooter formations when they shouldn't be because it does nothing to actually build anything. It takes legitimately a sharpshooter like, I think it's like 6 or 7 minutes or something crazy like that to build anything. And then you're timesing that by like X amount of times what it is, and you wonder why we still have a fucking day to build this base right now. Versus if everybody put in cavalry that can build fast as shit, we would have had this base built by now probably, or at least bare minimum would have been maybe 10 hours away from building it right now and getting an actually functioning base is what it is right now. But anyway, that one I was talking about last night in the 2-hour chat, we had obviously the T10 boss battle between our main set of people and then the main coalition of one of the other regions. So found out this morning that apparently that battle, which I was out of, didn't do anything to help in that because it was like not, I'm T9 and I can't really do anything is what it is because I don't want to risk, having half of my troops dead is what it is from like a T10 smack is what it ends up being. And it kind of sucks when you think about it because it's like, you think you're strong or want to be strong or whatever the case be, but you can't be strong unless you're paying a bunch of money out the door to actually win and get ahead is what it is. And so basically that battle, because of that, took 4.5 hours almost. 4 hours and 20 minutes was the duration of the battle. Total losses from it was over 40 million troops, and it was all of our various clans that were there to get involved in it. And then we also have, obviously, other screenshots here that I want to talk about, which is everybody, the main 50 people that were involved in it, actually, which was quite a few pay-to-wins at the top. And then mostly people that are just like, here's $20, $30, whatever I need to get into here to get some stuff kind of people, which would be our leadership right now is what it would be. So yeah, of course, you had Mr. Lords at the top there with almost 10 million kills himself, which is fucking ridiculous. And this is the guy I was talking about before. This dude spent at least $1,200 to buy 2 vehicles in this game. Again, give me $1,200 and I could have a decent firearms arsenal right now. Jimmy Love is actually one of our guys. He got 5 million kills. Unia, I think is the guy's name, got nearly 3 million kills. This is one of the people with Lords that helped take out our base the other day. Nuclear, I believe, was one of the people also attacking then. He got himself 2.7 mil. Palmer, who was the guy who was talking to me about, hey, we need to go beat the shit out of these people again. You want to come join us? He got 1.6 in it. This Alice chick, who's a major fucking cunt, she got 1.5 mil kills. She's just been a bitch entirely during this whole season. It seems like when she's fucking with us, dude, because she's like not really like that much of a pay to win person. It seems like, but she has enough T10 power to be a problem. And she essentially would be me with like a little bit of money, I think is what it is. And like a female, obviously. And then we got Zenmarg, who got about just over 1.5 million kills. So that was the top 7 people that got their kills in. And then going to the next one here, almost every single one of the people outside of like one of our guys, or sorry, 2 of our guys, were like the top 20 here. It was everybody else from this other clan on the other region. So hopefully that third one that's actually number 1 right now will help us take these people out pretty soon, and we can deal with 127 legitimately then. Because then you got Amizi had 1.3 mil, Kathy had 1.29 mil. My goal, which is the guy I talked about also being a pay to win, he had 1.2 mil. I think he ended up going to sleep during half of it is what it was. He probably would have been higher up if that be the case then if he had not been doing stuff and had to go take a nap or whatever then. He's another one of the pay to wins. I know for a fact has at least one of those trucks that would cost at least $600 to get it. Kesna had 1 mil. Zia Zhang had 800,000. Sam Gold, who's another one of the kind of pay to wins, had 0.5 mil. Then we go to under 0.5 mil at 14 there. And then going to 15, just under 0.5 mil. Keeps going down. One of our guys finally popped in at 18th. And then at 20th is one of our dudes too. And everybody else is there's guys. Up to 21 there. And then a bunch of our people start showing up in like the 4th go down. So 22, 23, 24, 25 were all our people. 26 and 27 were theirs. And then 28th was one of our guys. That's actually the dude that helped me get into this region by paying my way into it. Because I know he had to pay to win is what it was. And then 29th is actually our region chief. 30th is another one of our guys. 31st is one of our guys. 32nd was one of our chicks here. 33rd was one of their people. 34th was one of our dudes. Actually, interestingly, I didn't realize that until now. 34th was one of our guys. 35th was actually from the 3rd region there. I didn't realize that Andary, or however you pronounce the person's name, was actually a different person entirely there. That's cool. Nice to see him get involved in that then. And then 36 is one of our people. 37, 38, 39. And then actually some of the other ones that did get involved here were all of the first clan people. So 40, 41, 42 were their people then. And then 43 was one of the 127 guys. 44 was one of our guys. 45 was one of the 127 guys. And then 46 to 50 was all of our people then. They're all T10s. So, yeah, just crazy, honestly. And I think that's what it's going to be anyway. It's going to be one of those situations where it's like, yeah, you might have some of the 3rd clan getting in there then like they did with last night and stuff like that to help out. But is it going to be like the higher end T10 people that are going to be able to be, you know, hey, I'm a badass boss paying to win to get ahead and stuff like that and actually be willing to help you guys out? Or is it going to be one of those people that's like, oh, I spent a few dollars to get T10 or whatever the case be to buy flasks and shit, which is my guess for a lot of people, honestly, right now. Because like I said, with me personally, like, and it might be something too where they just didn't realize, like they realized where I didn't realize that with the training things, because it takes so many flasks or whatever, that they just did like one set of training all the way down is what it was. And that's why they were able to get there already. Whereas I did mine across the board and didn't realize that it was going to be eating up all that stuff. So it could be something like that where they were able to get their flasks together in time or whatever, and I wasn't. So who knows? But either way, it's a real pain in the dick, honestly. And then what's even worse is to know that you think you're strong or you want to be strong is what it is, but you can't really be strong because, again, it's so much money being spent against you to even try to get there now. So I figure, honestly, with the way things are going currently, it'll probably be like, I think we'll probably have a couple weeks in between seasons 5 and 6. Like we'll probably have like a week or 2 period there, which would be pretty much like the first week or so of September, I believe is what it would be then. And then it'll probably be like mid-September is when we'll start season 6. So it'll be like mid-September to like probably Thanksgiving almost would be my guess for that, for season 6, and then it would probably be closer to Christmas will be the start of season 7 then. And if that be the case, I'm hoping, praying, fingers crossed at this point that I can gather enough flasks in that time to where I can actually get my cavalry to T10 then. Because if I can do that, that's going to be a huge game changer for me anyway, because at least then I can start getting all of my stuff every, go around and stuff like that, and start using get all my T9 cavalry up to T10 then, at least in my formation 1 anyway, and have at least like some way to hit back is what it is then, versus, being there and not being able to really do anything, having my hands basically tied behind my back is what it is, because, shit sucks like that. And that's what it kind of feels like, honestly. It's like, it's taken so much time and so much effort to put into this, and it's like, and meanwhile, if my shield ever drops, like, it's basically like one hit goodbye, essentially, at that point, depending on the person hitting me. Like, if it's that Lord's guy hit me like once, fucking I'm zeroed pretty much on that dude's pay to win money. Whereas if it's one of those people like Alice or somebody like that, I might be able to take like a hit and then like not be completely zeroed or whatever the case be, but I'd lose a shitload of troops, and that whole thing is what it would be then. Versus if I would be able to, do what needs to be done then and be able to get ahead then, I might not be a super strong T10, but at least I'd be T10 is what it would be, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like right now being T9. Like, not all my guys are, not every one of my formations right now is 100 across the board, which is what it needs to be, I think, honestly, to start getting strong. And even above that, it needs to be more like 110, 120 when it's all said and done. And yeah, it just sucks, man, knowing that pretty much all my stuff right now is like, I think my greatest formation is like 100, 100, 106 or something like that, which is the main one in the Wicked account, versus like everybody else that I have, which is like basically 100 across the board right now. And knowing that everything else underneath those is all like 90, 92, 94, 96, somewhere in there, maybe 98 at most. And yeah, it just sucks ass, man. So that being said, I figured out actually something today, because we had done every month, I think it's once every like 30 days or so, give or take, or 32 days maybe or something. They do what do you call it now? So you have the daily tasks things where you open the chest is what it is, and they equate to a war thing is what it is, like a war chest thing or something. And the rewards for that reset today, and I totally forgot about that one, because that's actually going to be a game changer again now in the next like basically 8 or 9 days, give or take, because it'll be another 50 fragments of any of the 12 there, from Militia Rick to Princess to Laura to the Whisperer clan, etc., is what it would be. And so pretty much at that point, I think I would have almost close enough to get Alpha up to 100 then, if I wanted to. And I think it would be about half of what I need right now for Laura to get up to 100 currently. So I'm thinking I might just do Laura at this point, honestly, and then like do her like halvesies or whatever. And then if we have like a knife event next week or two, like I'm going to try to get her enough for her on that one, if that be the case, and have her be 100% then for level 100 then. And then meanwhile, I would work on Alpha and everybody else then. I'd work on Alpha and Mercer then after the fact, it would be then, because I think they would be the ones to work on with the end of season universal fragments, and then whatever else I can get out of this season would be then. Because right now I believe it is, I'm going to go check my thing real quick here on this, because I want to say it is, I can get enough for, like I said, like 100 something is what it would be. And if actually I figured out something else too, if we because we're in third right now, obviously, for the season, which we're going to take like guaranteed like 36 fragments for that. But if we can get a little bit farther ahead, we would actually be able to take more than that now if we get into second place, and we would be War Pact 1 for second place. I think it's almost double that is what it would be. And then we'd also be able to get a I'm trying to think of what it's called now, guaranteed Town Hall skin. And that would be sweet, because I think if I get that, it would unlock some more rubies in a couple different accounts that I have right now. So That'd be very, very nice to get those. Yeah, because right now it would be, if we can take second in the rankings, we would end up with a guaranteed no time limit amusement park. We would also end up with the silver banner for taking season 5. Yeah, 60 Negan fragments compared to 36, I think is what I said before with our other one. Yeah, right now it'd be, let me think now. Yeah, it'd be 36 right now in third place, and if we can take second place, it would be 60, and then it'd be 90 universal fragments across the board, 90 long ranges compared to, I think it's 60. No, 54. So it'd be almost double then for those ones. And then we'd also get 3 of the sword, the camouflage clothes, and the boots and stuff like that instead of 2. So again, that would even be better then as well, because not only would I be able to work on one set of guys, I would be able to pretty much get going on a second set of guys on those ones, because I'd have at least another set going, and I could do like another 2 or 3 sets, and if that'd be the case for that, and hopefully I'd be able to have 5 sets then eventually for those, like times 2 then is what it would be. So that would be a huge bonus on that if we can get to second right now, which is going to be a real pain in the ass because we're still roughly about 3,000 behind currently in the rankings, with the 25th of August is the final day for rankings then. So just over a month right now. And then, what was I going to say here? Yeah, so that would be one thing. And then right now I am currently 87th in this current account with them right now for the thing. So I'm still top 100. Our coalition is still third right now, which would take those ones for 23. If we got to 2, we could take 30 fragments instead for universals, and then 45 hours across the board, which is almost 2 days worth, and that's a lot more than one in a little bit of days, man. So I don't think we're ever gonna get into the war pack thing though, because our overall thing is like less than 6 mil, and theirs is over 8 million right now. So they beat us pretty much in that one. I think we could get them almost to 400,000 though in the coalition thing is what it would be for that. And then, yeah, I think really it'd be doing that stuff is what it'd be right now. So, and then I'm almost 10 mil right now with my third account, which is going to be good. I'll get the 10 mil milestone here pretty soon after I jump out of here in the next 12 to 14 hours. What it's going to be then. The one thing that pisses me off too, by the way, is they finally brought back fucking Ruby Rush today, and it's like, this is the issue I have with that whole thing being a thing entirely, is it's like, Ruby Rush as an event should not be a 6-day, 7-day event. It should be a month-long event, honestly. Because if I'm going to sit there and you're going to have multiple Thriving Forces events in that time, if you're going to have multiple other events in that time period where I'm going to be spending a shitload of rubies, it should stack at that point and automatically just, let me hit the fucking milestones is what it is right now. Because right now I'm almost out of rubies entirely in every account. And yet, meanwhile, the lowest one on there is like $2,000. Which is BS, because it's like I want those 5 fragments for Tyrese is what it is right now to get him higher up. And then when it's like 2,000, 5,000, 8,000, 14,000, 20,000, 30,000 for the highest one before you just go to like random stuff after that. It's like, yeah, that's a lot to ask people, man, that are not pay to win people is what it is. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and grab some things while we're here. Let's see. Grab 2 of these right now. Do that one for the thing. Grab a special transmission there. Okay, so that's 2. And then I'll simply just grab the other ones later on with the thing there. Still don't have anywhere near enough to get anything there on that, unfortunately, which sucks ass. But it is what it is. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the knife event then. Hopefully we can get that going pretty soon again here and then get some stuff. We finally got Rescue Rick coming back again this today is what it was. So I'll be doing a bunch more of those now pretty soon here. And the nice thing about Rescue Rick actually is that I think I'll have enough this time around to where I can actually get my Rick actually up to 120 in at least one of the accounts right now. So if not multiple accounts currently. Because right now this one is, I think, 60. Or no, I got 33 I can put on that right now. So let me do that currently. Yeah, that one's up to 84 currently. And then I have another, so that'd be 96. So I need 36 more on that to get that done. And we would have, is it 6, 8, 6, 14, 22. It's like 32 more to get for that then. So hopefully I can just get one out of the nowhere is what it would be then for the thing. Be able to pluck one off from that. That'd be sweet. One thing that really does piss me off too, they used to have a thing in here called, I don't think it was called daily value, it was something else. And it just had Shane's thing on there. And now they changed that to a different thing where it's a picture of Amy sitting there, and now it's got different stuff underneath it too. But they down the amount of things for daily giveaways from 30 minutes worth of free construction speed ups to 5 minutes. And it's like, bro, that's some bullshit entirely. Like, you just fucked me and everybody else over that actually needs that time to get faster and be able to get our shit together quicker is what it is then. So, yeah, that does piss me the fuck off, honestly, when they do crap like that. Ooh, nice. It's got 5, whatchamacallits there. For, the Epic Laura. Actually, not 5, it was 15. That's cool. Cool. All right, let's see here. So that would be, let's see, 24, 2,000, 235. Okay, I think I might have enough in this account right now to do this. So let's see. So we go Rick. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that puts us up to 1,200. So 6 more. 1, 2. Got 5 Laura fragments. 3, 4. Nice. Just got a beta grab. 5. And 6 is 10 princess fragments. Sweet. That was nice right there. Getting that beta fragment was definitely worthwhile there. Because that gives us another 50 betas right now. So we can get that to 4-1 at some point. We need 40 more on that bad boy now. And then 80 more princess fragments to get her to 92%. Still need 90 for Laura and 90 for Mercer though. So actually, technically, when it's all said and done, we might just use everything for the Whisperer combo at this point. Just do beta to 92 and alpha to 100 then, if that be the case. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, I really want to get one of my F2s up to 100 already is what it is, though. Because it'd be nice to have those up there. So, but it is really, really hard to justify some of that stuff. So, yeah, it's a difficult thing to think about right now. Okay, I'll pay 23 for that. 700 there. Sorry, I'm grabbing my Lone Wolf stuff, or not Lone Wolf, Lone Trader stuff right now. Trying to make sure I keep above 2,500 rubies right now so I can have the thing to get a 3-day pretty soon. Here's what it is in the next couple hours, next hour and a half or so. Around 2 a.m., give or take. And then for the other ones, I'll just put on a 12-hour shield then around that time, because then we'd be able to do both the second clan and the first clan's ties later today and help them out and stuff like that and be able to get some more points there as it would be. So definitely be working on that shit later. Let's see, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I'll pay for that. that for the bread. Okay, let's see. Good. Paying 23 rubies for 25 minutes. 18 for 15. Million meat for 100k experience. Not bad. Could be a little cheaper, but it is what it is. All right, pay that. Honestly, the one thing I wish about this game was all the amount of rubies I spent on random like shit before this. That I could just go back and be like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and just buy it this way or whatever. Because it sucks to know that I spent like all that stuff on things I didn't need to really. So, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. If I do that, because I have nothing left then for that. Right? So I'm trying to think. This would be 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'd have nothing left if I did that right now. I was just figuring stuff out. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Well, no, because then I could still use a grab at some point. So, or even like 4 grabs if I really wanted to. So let me figure this out now. 4, 6, 8. Nice, 15 billies. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Of course, it's fucking Morgan fragments. Let's see, 22, 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. I think that's 2305 at that point. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. I was literally trying to figure out exactly how much stuff I had left to get. So I was able to get in that one. That's nice. Not sure if I can get in my third account or not, though, right now. Which I ended up taking, I think, 9th or something in earlier. So just want to make sure on that one. Let me see here. So let's see. Million, 1.4 million would be 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Would put me a bunch shy, I think is what it is. Although I may have enough other stuff to do it though, so let's go ahead and try that then. 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, so that'd be 14, 16, 18, 20. 15, 16, 18, 20. So this is up to 2,000 out of 2,300. It should be, let's see, 2,015,000. So 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105. Wait a couple seconds here for the thing to refresh. Giving us another one. So we are now at 2.1 million. So 2.1 million, 20,000. So that'd be, let's figure this out now. Shit. Oh, damn you. It's being stupid now. Not wanting to pull itself over there. 35, 50, 65, 80, 95. Pretty sure that would be the good one then. Okay. Let's see, 2, 0.2, 10. So let's see, 25, 40. So I guess I need to do 6 more of those then. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're at 2.3 mil. Nice. So we can get our second one anyway on that silver chest. Get a little bit of money back there. Yeah, I really wish that they would give you a lot more long range stuff in this game because, like I said, the issue is that when you have them spread so far apart, like it wouldn't be bad if it was like 400K and then silver chest was like $1 million or whatever the case be, and even if the gold chest is still like 5 mil or whatever the case be, it'd be whatever. But like you should be able to honestly, with what they're giving you across the board for the day, you should be able to click off all of those and get at least the first 2 anyway in that first go around. I'll have to sit there and like think and figure out and start calculating like, oh, can I actually afford to do this? Oh, wait, I can't. No, I can't. Oh, fuck me then. So, yeah, it's a bunch of shit, man. Very fucking frustrating. And then, like I said earlier, to charge, it's like 300 and 250 for a long range out of the thing. So you're talking about 550 more rubies you got to pay out the door. It just becomes so daunting, is what it is. And you're literally never getting ahead when it comes to those sort of pay to win transactions, what it is, because they're not giving you enough on the actual front end to get you ahead. And that's the problem again with the pay to win gaming stuff in this game and every other game for that matter, is like they hook you and then they're like, oh yeah, you want to get ahead, okay, cool, here's what it's going to cost you, and then they give you like that little weird thing where it's like, oh, you need some rubies and some other stuff, like, okay, here's a $2 thing or a $5 thing or something like that. It's like, oh, it's not that much, just go ahead and buy it like this one time, and then they get you hooked on that kind of shit is what it is. And it's a nickel and dime kind of deal is what it is, though. Like, it's good if you're the person doing it, but if you're the person being put in that situation where it's like, it really sucks ass, man. It really does. Like, it's not fun because it's basically them like extorting you without actually extorting you. And it's like, come on, man, stop extorting me, seriously. Okay, I gotta do that later on. In like an hour or so, it seems like, probably. Let's see, 2 mil, 2 mil, 2 mil, almost 3 mil on every single one of those. Probably proc them when they get to 3 mil here in about a 15 minutes to half hour or so, give or take. Doing all my things right now for the gathering of stuff for the dailies for the Thriving Forces event right now, which is, what is the overall thing? 500,000 resources on region map for gathering. Get you one of those things. So, trying to figure out how much that would be now. Let's see, 500K. So you're talking about 5 million, 2 million, 3 million. So if I'm procking all 3 of them at 3 mil, that would be enough for 18, I believe. So I have to send them back out again at some point in the future. At least one anyway. And then, yeah, for another mil. Unless I would allow them to like gather all the way is what it would be. So actually I might just do that now that I'm thinking about it for that particular one, because it's only got like an hour left or something. So, and then that way I'll just burn my thing at the time as well for the shields and stuff. So how did I only get 3 of 5 on the gaming stuff though? Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot to do that. Okay, so rock that guy. Get us a dude there. And then +5, get us other stuff. Trying to make sure that none of my stuff is done yet. So let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So that's all done for my dogs. I really wish they would add more dog stuff, honestly. It'd be nice to have something that's like 200 or 300 rubies that gives you back then as well. Or maybe like one that's got like a 200 pack in it or something. That'd be sweet. Instead of just the 100 a day. So, but either way, it's just a pain in the ass is what it is. Making sure I can't screen share here. Nope, still freezing on me. What the hell, man? I don't know what the fuck's up with that. I swear to God, it has to be some kind of crazy ass glitch between the game and the fucking StreamYard stuff or whatever, because it was fine like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, whenever I did that one stream. And now it's just wanting to be a giant asshole after that now. Really fucking annoying. Very, very, very fucking frustrating. Let's see here. Okay, that one's going to be 4:09 almost. Like an hour. So we got about 2 a.m. So that would be there, give or take. So I'll let that hang until 2 a.m., I think. My current 8-hour shields have roughly 2 hours left on them until 3 a.m. So I figure around 2:30, give or take. I'll probably put up a 12-hour shield on the other two and then buy that 3-day shield on this account then. Because that would probably work the best then. And then, or actually do it, I'm trying to think now. Like, do I want to do it at 2:30? Do I want it till 3 o'clock for those other ones then? I don't think it really matters for the 3-day shield because it would still be, it's still like 3 days later is what it would be then. But yeah, for that 12-hour shield, I think that does kind of matter. If I'd want to put that on at 2:30, if I want to put it on at 3 o'clock while the other one is dissipating off then. So, I don't know. It depends. I think we'll see if I'm up in like 2 hours or not, or if I'm going to go to sleep in like an hour and a half. then it'll actually change depending on when I'm going to buy the shit then. / change it around is what it is though. Nope. See, there's one of our people that does not have a shield right now. That's no good. Oh, there's actually 2 right now that don't have any shields up. Third person that doesn't have a shield up. Fourth person doesn't have a shield up. Fuck, man. There's like a lot of people that aren't shielded right now, and they're like pretty close to the base, is what it is. There's even a couple that are in the base right now that don't have fucking shields on. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. Damn, people, come on. In fact, what I think I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go, because I see an open spot currently that I'm actually going to take here in a minute. Send it to myself actually as well, so I know I have it here. Or wait, do I want to? Yeah, I just realized that I would have to then grab my shit back, and then it would be a whole thing. Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that because it's gonna take me like a minute and a half to do it or so, and then that way it'll be probably like 30 seconds, 40 seconds for me to do the other things. It'll be then. Okay, make sure there's no vulnerabilities here at all. Nope, they got those all squared away. I do see a vulnerability right where the one thing is there as well. There's also another vulnerability a little bit down further as well on that. Yeah, there's quite a few spots that are like further. They're further down, but you can actually have them be like considered to be like sort of vulnerabilities is what it is. So I'll have to pull my guys and probably put them there then. Which actually where I'm at right now is probably a better spot currently. Because it's not really a vulnerability place or whatever. Whereas I'm trying to see if the place I'm leaving would be actually better or worse right now. I think it's better actually, because it's about the same length actually, give or take away. But overall, I think it's a better positioning then. So, yeah. All right, pull my guy right there because it's going to take 25 seconds to get that back to me. Sorry, I'm literally trying to see where the fuck my third guy is right now. If it's further down here, if it's someplace else. Okay. So let me go ahead and leave real quick and then jump back in here. Jump into this empty spot. And then basically go from there is what it is. Okay, yep, took over that place then, nice. And then I think what I'll do is I will grab back my other guy currently. Yeah, it's about the same amount of time to get to that area then. And I'll re-attach my other stuff, depending on where that is, and have that go to my old spot then. Oh yeah, I'm much further back then. Okay. So pull all those guys back. That's going to take a couple minutes to do that. Go ahead and speed up that process a little bit. Take it down by about a minute or so, give or take. I think I'll just using the relocation here is what this will be for this. As soon as all these come back into place here. So it'll be less time for me to get down to where I was gathering shit anyway. And I think that's where we'll leave off today at then. And then I'm going to go out and do some stuff for the next hour or so, give or take. And see where it takes me from there. But other than that, that's pretty much where we're at for the day. Just figured I'd come on here and, shoot the shit and say what's up with the thing. Talk to everybody about what happened with that war for the bases. Which, they took our base, we take their base. And it worked out well for us. Unfortunately, we had to have a few more people that weren't our own clan / coalition to take it then. So hopefully in the future, these war packs can actually be multiple regions, I'm guessing. I think that's how it will work, maybe. That'd be pretty cool. And then we can actually have an overall better solution of stuff to happen then. So anyway, other than that, that's pretty much where we're at for the day right now. Actually, that'll work fine. Okay, so send all my guys back out here in a sec. Okay, we got 18 for that, so we can send all 3 guys back out together again for about another 500,000 resources, give or take each. And that should work out well. This coming week, actually, I'm looking forward to some stuff because we got the next season of Heels is finally starting. For those who don't know what that is, it's basically a show about wrestling. Um, Very good series overall. Super excited to see it come back for a second season. Super sad that it took this long for it to come back, actually, because it should have came back like 6 months ago at least. But at least it's coming back, though. That's all that matters at the end of the day. And other than that, though, that is what I'll probably be doing like Friday, Saturday night for like an hour of my time anyway, whenever that hits the services. And then, yeah, be watching the first episode of that season, which I really wish they would actually drop like all the episodes of the season at once instead of like doing it week to week like that, because it is kind of a pain in the ass. Because it's like now you're having to like wait for more when you're like, no, I want to do it now. Let me do it now, kind of thing, you know. So yeah, it kind of sucks on that perspective of stuff, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, it's what it is. What it is. So anyway, but yeah, the game is fun right now. Like I said, it's not really fun to know that you have to basically be sitting there every single day, like shielding up or not being on the season region to not be attacked is what it is. And it sucks to know there's like these pay to wins always lurking around trying to fuck you up is what it is then. But at the same time, it's kind of like, yeah, it is what it is, man. Like it's bound to happen at some point, and you know, hopefully, eventually, I can get to the point where I will be the one putting on a hurt. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen, honestly, with like everybody has a pay to win, though. But like, yeah, there's definitely some people that would fear me at some point. So to be like potentially, I might be like Jimmy Love or something like that, and be able to do 4 or 5 million points of damage on my own. Then, if that be the case, and not be having to worry about like, oh, am I going to have troops after this kind of thing, and just be like, nah, dude, it doesn't matter. Like your shit's going to be good to go. Let's go. Let's do this. So, anyway. But it is what it is. And all I can say is have fun. Live every day like it's your last, because it might just be. Do what you need to do. Make love, not Warcraft. That's just me making a joke, obviously, on that one. Nice South Park reference on that, actually. That was a great episode of South Park, by the way, if you've never seen it. But yeah, there's it's a whole thing there of them just beating the shit out of this one dude who's like an old man. Or not old man, but like just a really overweight dude is what it is. It's on his computer acting like he's all hardcore and shit. When in reality, he's just a dick. So it's pretty funny. But anyway, yeah, there's not really that much more to talk about. I think it's just basically things have been fun. Some have been tough. Overall, it's been an interesting go-to. Oh, I finally got my vintage truck in my main account up to over 1 million power now at level 32. Yeah, it's level 32. It has a bunch of stuff at other places right now. I'm hoping to get some more damage effect stuff for it pretty soon. To up its what do you call that now? The performance of it from 14 to 15 or 16 then, because I know it'll be like 1.2 million if I get up that high. And then the other parts of it, the exterior, I need to get my bumper and my truck wheels up to 25 because they're with the 17 right now. Even though I was told, oh, don't bother doing that stuff. It's like, no, I'd rather do that stuff because they're like cheaper to upgrade and stuff like that's what it is. And you're still going to be a lot power than that as it will be then. So, but yeah, it's up to over 1 million now. I have it in slot 2 or 3, I think. Or no, it's slot 3 for my third formation. Which once it gets up to 1.5 mil, it'll overtake my level 40 RV right now, and it'll definitely get into slot 2 then for my Commonwealth trios. It'll be so that'll be fun. And then I'll be able to put a little bit of hurt on some people. And that'll be a good time for everybody. Oh, nice. I actually got my 20 from my main account there. I didn't realize that. Oh, yeah, that's right, because it's 27, not 26. I keep forgetting that one of it, where I don't need to bother because it has like one level higher than everybody else does, is what it is. And that is the one thing that kind of sucks, though. It's like, it was the end of season 4. I was just fucking around one time, and it's like, oh, I hit a 26 and 1, and I got, to be at level 26, and that's what it would be for the tiles and stuff. And then it's like, oh, let me go ahead and see if I can do a 27. And I just randomly did one out of nowhere and was able to defeat it. And then after this, like, for the last month or two now, haven't been able to do jack shit after that to beat level 27s. So, yeah, I'm like in the weirdest spot right now ever because I cannot technically beat level 27 straight up, but I can take down 26 like a motherfucker. So, anyway, but yeah, hopefully come me procking off some T10s here, whatever the case be, at some point in the future, next few months or so, and getting my technology a little bit stronger with the cavalry. I can maybe finally get some stuff done there. I'm hoping actually, whenever I do the cavalry training and be able to get down to the cavalry versus other fighter stuff or whatever, that I can finally get it to go to like 6 or 7 or whatever then, and then maybe then it'll be able to do 27s legitimately, or even possibly be able to take down like a 28 even maybe randomly out of nowhere, and I can finally get to 28 squares is what it would be, which would be very nice if that happens, because then I could actually finally get some real water and veggie supplementation there is what it is, because right now they're not really much in that game in any of my accounts. The other two that are not even 27 right now are completely suffering because they don't have enough to get stuff done there. And then this one is, I know the veggies are not too bad right now because I was able to finally up them a little bit, but yeah, my water supply is like maybe like an extra 1,000 an hour in the positive right now or something like that, if even that much. Oh, no, I guess it's a little bit higher than that now. It's a 3.9 thousand per hour positive versus veggies that are 145,000 extra an hour in the positive range. So, yeah, definitely to do something about the water situation there. Especially when it's producing, like, seems like a lot more than my veggies are, but I don't know. I think the problem is the survivor buffs are not high enough right now, because compared to the veggies are plus 25.29% extra versus the survivor buffs for water, which are plus 15.9 or 15.90% extra, so almost 16% extra. And it's because my you only have one legendary for water, which is Gabriel, and then it's Heather as a blue, Corey as an epic, and then 2 green dudes, which are Lori and Elias, respectively, that top out at 50, whereas Heather tops out at 75, but you can still go up to past those, what it is. So I actually need to get like 20 more her fragments, and I can finally get her to 4 stars. And if I can do that, I can actually get her water production up a little bit, because right now it's plus 2.25% extra. And I think it'll go up to like around 3% extra if I can get up to 4 stars, if I'm not mistaken. So then I really need to get Corey up to above 4 stars right now, to 4.1 or whatever, because he's only doing 5.6% extra. So, and then Gabriel definitely needs to get up to 3.2 because he's only got 6% extra water supply right now. He could be a lot higher than that right now. So, but Lori and Elias are both topped out theirs at level 50 and 5 stars. So, and they don't produce an extra 1% every time, which is a pain in the ass. It really is. And at the same time, it's like, yeah, it is what it is, man. It's like, what can you do, man? What can you do? Not really much, actually. But anywho, on that note, and with us being about roughly an hour almost into this episode, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day for now. I will be back probably, let's go ahead and just say it Tuesday, honestly, probably sometime Tuesday. I don't know exactly when. I guess I'll play it by ear at that point. If actually, maybe it will be tomorrow. Maybe it will be sometime Monday, because I know that my brother's not going to be here until, if he is here tomorrow, it'll be later in the afternoon. So it might be like early afternoon that I do a show or something. And then yeah, Tuesday is probably going to be my niece will be hanging out there, whatever it is. And unless they go someplace and do something, I'm going to be awake at the time. I'm not going to shoot anything then. Not going to film any streams or anything like that. So it'll be very dependent on what they're up to and what they want to do. If they want to go hang out and do some stuff with me or whatever, or if they want to just go out and hang out and do some stuff. It's a father-daughter duo. That's fine too. So it is what it is. But anyway, I might do something in the future now as a stream. Not sure if it'll be a grandstand kind of thing or if it'll be like an offshoot of that or something maybe. Or it might be something for Buckshot Thursday in the future where it would be maybe a scenario once a week or something like that. Maybe do like one or two scenarios of like kind of like grid down stuff of like, hey, you have, this choice between like this and this. And no, you can't do a cheating of the system and take both these things because, hey, let's say one of them, like it's basically like both of them disappearing into quicksand. You can only grab one, and grabbing it either is going to make either one go down faster or make them both go down faster. You're trying to grab for both or whatever, and do something like that kind of deal where it's like, it's like, oh, maybe it's like, oh, you got a pack of rabid dogs on your tail or whatever the case be. You only have no time to grab one of these things at the time or whatever. Like, which one do you grab kind of thing? So, or it's like, maybe it would be something where it's like, you might be able to grab both of them at some point, but it's like, which would you grab first kind of thing is what it would be then. If you have like, let's go ahead and say like the Infected from, what's that one movie? 28 Days Later on your ass. Because those things, like, that's the problem with those things, by the way. Because those infected people, they weren't technically zombies per se. They were the infected. And by that, it was basically they had like a humanoid rage is what it would be. So I would actually consider them more of like humanoid-ish / zombies and not like full-blown zombies. Because regular zombies are going to be sort of like, shambling around and shit like that, like we're seeing in Walking Dead and everything else like that then. Versus the infected there that they, they're just like basically being turned and they're just like these crazy, like mindless drones essentially that are just, super fucking fast and they can run fast as hell is what it is. So it's like, yeah. In those kind of scenarios, like what would you grab first kind of thing would be then, I think maybe it would be for those. So, but yeah, we'll start doing that. I think maybe this coming Thursday for Buckshot Thursday. Corey's going to be on the panel hopefully with us. We didn't have nobody heard from him in the past couple of days. I have no idea what the hell's going on there. Last I heard from him was like Friday, and he said he was busy doing stuff. That's why he wasn't on Friday's chat. So, hoping he's okay. I think he probably is, honestly. It's just, a matter of time before he actually comes back around and we can actually see him and stuff and whatnot. And hopefully he'll be good to go and come back in on Thursday. Then if that be the case, maybe we'll hear from him tomorrow during NA's chat or something. Maybe, who knows. But either way, hoping and praying he's good to go. I assume he's okay. I assume his wife's okay. I think they're probably fine, but you never know, man. Maybe somebody had a heat stroke down in Texas because it was like 100-something degrees this weekend and stuff like that with the humidity and stuff. So who knows, man. Actually, I saw a good one the other day. I saw a good video the other day. I'm not going to play it. But it was this news reporter guy talking about different parts of Texas. Somebody fucked up how they wrote it on there because it was supposed to be like one of these places is like 101 degrees or 105 degrees or whatever. And instead, they basically like mashed them together, and it was like 101,105 degrees in this place. And this meteorologist guy's like, everybody in this part of Texas is dead now. It's like, yeah, I'm sure they would be at that point, dude, because you'd be literally in Satan's asshole at that point in hell. So, with that kind of heat. But anyway, yeah, it's just funny though. But I got a good kick out of it. I think everybody else did too, for that matter. That's seen the clip is what it is. So, but yeah, hopefully Corey's doing okay, and we can get back to chatting and bullshitting this week is what it is then, and go from there basically. But yeah, I'd like to have him on the panel obviously for that question stuff, and then I also want to have actual other people on the panel at some point too as well. Maybe get like a 5-pack or a 6-pack in there, and max the shit out then, so we can actually do like real scenarios between like myself and like a few other people, so it would be then. So either way, that's pretty much for the future chats is what it is though. Like I said, probably either sometime tomorrow or Tuesday, depending, playing it by ear right now. If I'm going to do a chat tomorrow or not. So probably will. Just depends on the time is what it is. And it depends on what the actual topic of the day will be, because kind of want to stop talking about issue 1 here in Ohio, but the problem is it's like we're like legit like 15 days away from it actually having to be a thing right now. So yeah, it really becomes a pain in the ass right now is what it is. And it needs to get voted through, man. That's all I need to say about it at the end of the day. Anybody that's telling you it's not good for our state constitution is a fucking liar. And straight up, it's just a bunch of leftist gaslighters out there that are just being a bunch of assholes who are either too stupid to see what's good for them and what's good for everybody else for that matter, or it's just them being butthurt because they're like, well, we don't have any power anymore. It's like, you shouldn't have any power anyway, dude, because it's like you shouldn't, as a bunch of fucking commie motherfuckers, be able to come in here and try to fuck up my state is what it is, legitimately. You want to go do that shit? Go do that shit in fucking California where it's Wacom, or do it up in New York, up in fucking New York and stuff like that where it's Wacom there. Like, don't be bringing that shit to Ohio, man. Fuck you. Seriously. So, anyway. That's about it for the day, though. I will be back at some point in the future. And until then, hope everybody out there has a good one. Stay safe, stay good. Keep hydrated. And if you're in a really hot area, make sure you don't get heat stroke. I know what that shit's like, and it's not fun. So, and if you're going to be out and about sometime in the future, and you're going to be to a point where you have to be going off and facing off against zombies, always aim for the head, man, seriously, because it's going to save your life then. You got to aim for the brain. You got to destroy the brain. Because if you're not destroying the brain, you're not cutting off the old zombie circuit board there, and they're going to be able to get back up and come after you again. So, make sure you always aim for the head. Do what needs to be done. And get it done. And it's as simple as that, really. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.